Yeah, I hear you. And the one thing about, I mean, you say I've been around quite a while. Unfortunately, I have. And the one thing about the oil market is it always surprised you. For instance, from 2011 to 2014, we were all waiting for the oil price to decline, and it stayed stubbornly above $100, if I remember correctly, as well. And then suddenly it dropped off a cliff as well. So when it changes aggressively. So I think you're spot on, Dave. I think the industry is very, very cautious about what the politicians are now telling it to do compared to what they were telling it to do last year and the year before that as well. So where does one put one's money to find not only a safe haven at the moment, but actually a decent bit of income?
Well, if you look at, I'm a currency expert. And so everything to me kind of goes back to the currency markets. And I look at where the professionals are putting their money at. And what's the strongest currency in the world right now? It's the dollar. The Japanese yen is really weak. The pound is weak. The euro is weak. And so the smart money seems to be heading to putting their funds in the U.S. because it's been traditionally a safe haven, and money is flowing here into the U.S. It's obviously not going into the stock market. It's going into bonds. It's going into safer investments. It's going into, and I still think that there's a lot of demand for real estate, not just residential, but commercial real estate. There seems to be huge demand for that as well. So I think that there's a lot of money moving into the States, moving into things that are tangible assets rather than just speculative assets. I think that, we look at the whole Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world. There's so many people that were just wanting to jump on the bandwagon and throwing everything that they had at that in hopes of becoming billionaires. And I think that there's a lot of people learned a lesson that something that can go up really fast can go down just as fast as well. So I think there's a lot more caution in the market now than there was even 2 months ago. And people are looking for a little bit more stable return on their investments. And, getting a 3, 4, 5% return right now sounds really, really good. Whereas, 6 months ago, if you weren't getting, double digits a month, it sounded horrible.